Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Inside Line Racing. This is round number 5 in Spain for ILR4, the circuits to Catalonia. We have a full lobby, which is great, and we're looking forward to seeing some action. It looks like it's not sunny today. It is quite changeable conditions, which is good for me. I'm Jess, and I'll be one of your commentators today, and joining me for his first commentary in F1 2018. Well, he's done obviously a lot of F1 games, but hasn't done any commentating on F1 2018 yet because his game was an idiot. But now he's back. It is the legend himself, Mr. Evil Dragon.
Well, here we are then, and there has already been a monumental shunt on my screen. There's a Ferrari pointing backwards. Everything's going well. Love this rev glitch, by the way. On point. The only issue right now I've got, apart from that, the game isn't trying to kill me. There's a force hinder going in the gravel. It's all gone sideways. It's all going well. And across the line comes Cam to begin a lap.
Yes, Chill Drive is the actual person who's actually leading the championship after winning last week. Unfortunately, Carmed's had a punch the last lap, which I felt quite bad for, really. I was speaking to Chill Drive after the race last week, and he felt quite bad that he won. But is he the last race he finished, if he finished a race, he won. But if he didn't finish a race, he retired. So he's looking to score his 3rd win from 3 races, but we will have to wait and see on that one. We had 10 finishes last week, which is not too bad, but still quite a lot. We've got a few people going on their out laps right now. And Ryan Berry's just gone out the session there. I don't know what happened to him. But
unfortunately, we cannot see what's happened to the car. Unfortunately, on our end, it's the what car is it? It's one of the Saubers, I think. It is.
Yeah, it's one of the Saubers of Ryan Berry. Bless him. We do have 3 reserve drivers tonight who are racing, and we also got someone who got promoted to from ILR5 to ILR4 who is here. It's Mr. Joe C NUFC. Welcome to the team, my friend. He's still in the pits currently though, so we won't see him yet, but we would like to wish him the best of luck anyway, because he was leading the championship in ILR5, so. Nicolo's just set the benchmark for the pole time of 1:19. Depending on the weather,
yeah, very good.
We could see mostly people qualifying on the softs and the super softs mainly. And if they want to do a 1-stop, probably they will go for soft to medium. But a lot of people on the super soft, so I think most of them will go for a 2-stop. That's my opinion. Anyway.
Indeed, the time is tumbling down now. 1:18.8, 1:18.0 as well. Now as Gappy goes fastest in the Red Bull. Let's see who else is going to improve. Let's play bets. Who's going to improve? Let's see. Right, Racer comes across the line. Where's he going to go? Currently P13 and hasn't set a lap yet.
Probably invalidated.
Possibly.
Or he might be on his
very close.
But we'll see.
Chill Drive coming through the last couple of corners into the chicane. Yellow flags going up in sector number 2. Into the brakes. Out he comes completely sideways. There's the Force India. Blasted out of the last corner. 140 miles an hour. Let's see. What can he do? Backs off his laptop on my screen and that.
He's at 124, he was 4/10 down.
Yeah.
So
in comes his teammate.
Of Kanke.
There's a car off there, and that's one of the McLarens there. Off, and that is Roberto, who's doing donuts in the gravel.
Well, let's see where he is.
There we go, back on circuit.
He's good. He is good. So, with this 8-minute qualifying. What do you think of this 18-minute qualifying session since you're actually it's your first time spectating? Do you like it or do you prefer the short one?
I've never really noticed though the qualifying sessions is a bit longer really. Used to have been around about 15-16 minutes, so really out of the ordinary. Everyone comes into the pit then. Gav Pig and the Ferrari of Cole in the pit right now with their very, very unhealthy sounding engines.
So, we have a few people in the chat. Sandem Loggerman, who wants to give a shout out to Tammed23. We also got XPG Gamer in the chat and Dan Clark in the chat as well. So, good to have you on board. Don't forget to get involved in the chat. We will be checking all the time. A lot of people are going into the pits right now. So, Chill Drive's gone into the pits. Ryan Race is still out, I think. But I don't think he's going any faster. So, I don't think we'll be following him on a lap. But interestingly, only 8 people have set lap times, but it is only We're not even halfway yet, so qualifying hasn't really started. We could definitely see some faster times, in my opinion. But
yeah, let's see. 17s are definitely possible for the likes of Gav Pig. He's currently led just on the boundary at 18 flat. Only just a tenth, and I say just a tenth and 100,000s ahead of Cole. They're very close between the top two. Everyone else, low Transgun, we can still got to play for as well. Rest of drivers still to set laps as well. The likes of Rye Racer coming through. Yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. Now, who's that for? Goes away for a brief moment there. And Roberto goes P1 with a 117.3. So I said they'll get in the 17s. 116s? Possible. Let's see what they can do. Brilliant lap for him.
There's a few people in the chat
Very
room.
big going.
Who's a reserve driver? Who are you rooting for the chat? Let us know. We've got someone rooting for J. Cole as well. He's in P4 right now. Huberto actually won the first race in Australia, but he hasn't won any other races, so we had 3 winners this season so far. We obviously had Huberto in the first round. I forgot who won the second round. We had Chill Drive won in China and in Baku. So we haven't had different winners like some days, but hey ho. And the conditions are starting to brighten up, so we could definitely see an improvement on the lap times. And I just got the rev glitch again. And there's yellow flags in all 3 sectors. That's interesting.
Yep, everywhere's a yellow flag today. That was just Cam getting out of the way of Roberto, who then backs off his lap as well. The drivers backing off their laps. In comes the Mercedes led, the number 99, I think that is coming in the pits.
Yep, that's Jade Cole's in the pits
Yellow
as well.
flag sector 2, now sector 3 as well. No one else has gone off, it looks like. Yes, Roberto goes off. That's chicane, gets it back on the road. He'll be coming in the pit lane as well. Yellow flags, sector 1 and 2. So yellow flags flying up all over the race circuit now. And there must be problems going on around there as Jack goes up to P2 there.
Wow.
117.9. Still puts him though at 7 and a bit tenths off the leader. So a lot of time to find.
Joe's on a lap, he's P2.
17.7.
It's very good.
Close then, so Renault and Mercedes.
It's very
as
good.
Well.
It's very good for his first outing in ILR4, to tell you that.
Farf up to P4 then, a 118 flat. So very close between Farf and Gavpig and Cole, all separated by just under a tenth. Yellow flags fly in sector 1, 2 and 3. So everywhere he gets a yellow flag. And that is one of the Renaults off there. And that is Trent's gun spinning around there at the penultimate corners.
Yeah, that's when the tyres start to get hot as well. So they got to watch their tyre temperature a lot more. And he's slowing down. He's parked on the circuit, and I think he's going to go to the pits again. His tyres have done it.
Is that right?
Oh. Probably must have been his outlet, because he's done a very... But he hasn't improved, so I think he might improve soon. We shall see. We've still got the lights.
Count with the limits. Into the last chicane, chucks it in. That's what he can do though. A bit tight up the last couple of corners. Get all the power in. Lat Force India needs to get a 117. Not going to do it this lap. Improves though, up to 11. Fez up goes. A ring laps Ritz up to P3 in the Williams now. So everyone's jumping up. And look at this field, by the way. Second, third and fourth, all separated by just 2 tenths of a second. Fifth and sixth separated by under a tenth of a second. Such a close field so far.
It definitely is. Just shows how much they improved as well. It is a nice grid. They're very clean drivers, most of them, and I do like watching these on a Thursday night. It just keeps us entertained. And I'm sure Eva will like it as well, because this will be the first time him watching these drivers in action tonight in racing.
Indeed, so that improves. There's Nicola up to P7.
Wow.
So the Ferrari now running 7th and 8th. Let's see what his teammate can do. Carl coming through the last couple of corners. Currently backing off his lap time, of course.
He's 6 tenths down.
So
he won't be improving, unfortunately.
On this lap, let's see, he'll go for another one.
He probably will. You never know.
Sector 2 and 3 yellow, so someone's gone off around there. That is Cam, who spun it, looks like. Dirt and debris all over those tyres, so he's gone off there at the back of the circuit. Easy to do, of course, with those tyres. These cars are very tricky. Yellow flag still flying around this circuit. Someone else has gone off. Ritson goes up to P10 there in the McLaren.
That's
So a
good for
little
him.
way off his teammate. Sector 3 yellow flag still. So problems are going around all the back of the circuit. Want to see who it is who's gone off. Hard to say.
I didn't see who went off that, but Gav Pig is on his outlap. Joe's on his outlap as well. I could see Joe possibly try and get into the 116 as well as Iberto as well. But maybe Carmes could get a lap in as well. You never know. But it was raining in qualifying last week, and he's bearing the rain, so... But they haven't told us what weather's going to be yet, so I'm guessing it's going to be dry, since they haven't told us anything. So...
Well, let's hope you haven't put the weather's curse on it.
Nope.
So, like, it's disappointment for Ryan, though. It looks like he may not get... Well, he looks like he may start last. Like, oh, off goes one of the Hasses there nearly. That was chill drive. Sorry, not chill drive. That was missed him. Completely sideways up the hill.
Mr. Stim.
Yeah, Mr. Stim. Haven't seen that driver for quite a while. Last time I remember him, way back on F1 2015, tried to get me racing. Never happened. I was terrible at racing in that game.
He was also in ILR3, I think, last season, or ILR4. I can't remember.
Oh, Joe pulled off to the side of the road there in the Mercedes, and he gets back going again. So the driver's doing some interesting tactics here, Jess. Stopping the car in certain parts of the circuit to let the tyres cool down. I'm not sure that's in the rule book on the FAA, but it is. It's a very weird rule. May have to get Charlie looking at that one, I think.
Mr. Jack, as we like to call him.
Mr. Jack.
ILR Charlie.
Jack, as the Ferraris might have very opinionated words on him. The Ferrari drivers, they don't like the stewards.
No, they don't.
It's a Red Bull, really. Talk about Red Bulls. There is a Red Bull. There's Gappe coming through the last couple of corners. Isn't that Red Bull? Beautiful little car. A quite big car, I suppose, in these modern era. Not as much as I used to like back in the day. Still kind of getting there with the looks. Comes from his line. Currently P7. Can he improve? Goes up to P2 there.
Very nice.
Puts himself, I think, 16 and a bit thousandths ahead of Joe. So those two very close. Can Joe capitalise and try and counter back? He's got a car ahead of him there. I believe that might be one of the Hasses. Yes, it is. You can't see which one it is, so it must be the chill drive. I'll be missed him. So I'll say up the hill, up the last corners, chuck it into the last bend. Front end comes around, fourth gear, chuck it down into third if you want it. Second as well, build up the speed there, rear end stepping out, in comes Mr. Miller, that's the car ahead and currently P50. Comes to the line, comes the Mercedes, can that car get up into second, goes fastest!
Wow! 117.2 for the Mercedes driver. This is looking very good for Joe at the moment. He will have time to go on another lap, of course. I would, if I was him, to make sure I would capitalise on that pole position. So well done.
Indeed. Alberto comes straight back out as well, so everyone's coming straight out on circuit here. Gavpe comes through the last corner. Is he still on a lap? No, it doesn't look like it. He's backed off, so he's going to be running very, very tightly then if he can get another lap in. Yes. Alberto now on circuit, coming through turn 3. He's coming through, I believe that corner's called L, if I'm not mistaken there. One of the corners is.
And Alberto's got the rev glitch. Great. So I can't go on board with him. That's the one thing I don't like on this game. But hey-ho. Anyway.
Unfortunately, that's how the cookie crumbles. Looking at the number 99 in Nicolo then, coming up the hill there, sector 2 yellow flag. Now that must be for someone. Otherwise it'd be very silly to protect the yellow flag unless it's just a debris down the circuit. Fire race is slowing down, letting a few cars through there. Off goes one of the Renaults in the background. Along the curbs. As Ray Racer stops the car there to let everyone through.
That was Jack Tyler in the Renault that stopped a little bit. Yeah, we're both suffering colds, so if you hear us coughing throughout this, me probably suffering bad because I only got it last week. No, it was Saturday this weekend I got it. But hey ho.
Indeed, colds are an evil thing there as off goes the other Renault there. Trent's going out slowing and getting out the way. Renault's like getting out of the way of people today. They're being nice. Bring out the rare people.
They're being generous.
1 minute and 50 seconds to go and qualify. Joe looks like he's in the pit, so he's happy with his lap then. He doesn't think anyone's going to beat him. Rebel Lordy's out of this race. Or qualifying session, at least. SR Chopper pulls over. Let's see, low. Herberto, off goes one of the Williams in the background. So Williams goes off the road. There's one of the Red Bulls in the background as well, catching. Gav Pig's on a flyer here, by the way. He is flying in that car.
He's on his outlap.
Nicola retires. He's on his outlap, but he's flying around the circuit. He's catching up to Herberto here. So if he can keep this pace, it could be a good lap from him.
I agree.
Next lap.
I agree with him. So watch out for Gab Pig. Watch out for the top 5 especially. I think any of them, possibly the top 7, I think, because they're on the 170s to get pole. Oh, Race got 5.
Rai race you up. Oh dear.
5 pace grid penalty. Herberto slowed down, so he's not going to set a faster lap time. He's gone into the wide there, so...
Taking the old circuit back. He last used that area of the circuit back in the 90s.
J. Cole
Very unorthodox corner.
Yeah. J. Cole will be the last person, I think, to set a lap time, I think. Nope, he won't. It'll be someone else.
Yeah, Gav Pig crosses the line. Herberto comes in, so Herberto's given up on his lap then. He's done, so it's now all down to Gav Pig and J. Cole to set their laps then and see what they can do. Can they improve by 2 tenths? That's going to be the crucial question. Up comes Gav Pig, then comes to the first sector split. Is he up? Is he down? Looks okay to me, to be honest. A 21.9 qualifying over then. Robo up to P4 now, so everyone's starting to improve around this circuit.
Gav Pig is definitely on the fly this lap. He is definitely keeping the car definitely fully planted, and he's definitely looking very fast on these super softs. Only one person qualified on the softs at the moment, and that's Chill Drive. So maybe he wants to get that, Chopper, but he hasn't gone out. So Ryan Barrett...
Jacob, we're in the last corner. Sorry to interrupt you. Can he get that car up? No, he can't. P3. What about Gav Pig? Trent's gun up to P5 now. So Gav Pig dropping down the field there like a boat. Runs a bit wide there into the penultimate corner. That won't help him. Over the chicane. Let the car flow. Runs a little wide on the exit.
That
might give him a slowdown. That might invalidate it. Let's see. 6th place. Can he improve? No, he can't. It's going to be the 4th row of the grid, I think. Or is it the 5th? It's the 4th.
Robo's still on the circuit, but he's gone wide again. Nope, he's slowing down. I don't think he's going to improve. No, he's not. He's going back to the pits at the moment.
All the drivers there.
Yeah, I think everyone that is meant to be out is out. So, Joe, person who came from ILR4 recently, is now in pole position. What a great debut, in my opinion. He was a bit nervous coming into this. He did say in the chat that he was very nervous, but you shouldn't be nervous now. You got the car in pole position, mate. Well done. That is brilliant stuff from him. I can't wait to see if he can challenge the top guys for the win. And see if he can do well in ILR4 as well. We shall see. But the top 10 will all be qualifying on the softs except Chill Drive, so should be fun about that. What were your thoughts, Evil?
Well, you can't put it past Joe, as I cough, in sentence. He's got a lot to work for, but qualifying's one thing. The race is another thing. Is the weather going to play a part? Well, we'll find out in about 10 or so seconds here. Let's see. There's the standings then. So Joe gets pole position by 76 thousandths from Herberto there in P2. Jaco in P3 ahead of Robo in P4. Trent's Gun and Gav Pig line up 5th and 6th. Ahead of Cole in P7. Chill Drive P8 just ahead of Rich in P9. Jack Tyler is going to be in P10 ahead of Farf. Cam down in P12 ahead of Nicolo. Ritson 14th. SFR in 15th. Ray Racer with a 5-place grid penalty will qualify 16th, but he will be starting right down the back. Rebel Lordy 17th. Mystium is in 18th position.
A very close field. Pretty much the top 12, the top 14 are separated by a second. Almost. So that is pretty close qualifying by all of them. So well done to all these drivers. As we're looking at the weather right now, and it looks set to be a dry race. But knowing that, We thought it was like that in ILR4 when I was watching that earlier, but it turned out to be rainy in the final few laps. So we are not going to count our chickens before they hatch, really. So we shall see.
Yep, never count chickens. That never ends well. Don't count chickens. Chickens are evil, by the way. Don't like chickens. Anyway, what about that?
Yes. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to win the race based on what you have seen earlier on. I can see a lot of people potentially going to win. But Chill Drive could possibly do well with this strategy due to the fact that he'll be starting on the softs. Maybe he wanted to do a soft medium strategy. That's probably why he didn't set a faster lap time, in my opinion.
Yeah, just waiting for a last couple of drivers. There we go. And
Formation
already
lap.
on the grid then. Formation lap begins. I've only just spawned in. Let's see then. Are we going to see any cars disqualified on the formation lap? Let's hope not.
Don't jinx it, Evil.
Munching up. Yeah, let's not jinx it. We're going to see everyone get disqualified now. How many? Let's play a game. I think 2 people are going to get disqualified. As per usual when I do this.
I think
More
3.
than 2 will get disqualified.
I think 3, but not
This is
jinx.
when no one gets disqualified. I'll be happy if that happens.
Well,
Let's see.
last week I
Well-
think only 1 person got disqualified. Usually PS4 drivers are a bit more clean than Xbox. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that just shows the skill level. Oh, I say that, though. Off goes a Red Bull immediately into the gravel. That's Gav Pig spinning off there nearly. So, yeah, PS4 drivers clearly better than Xbox drivers. Don't at me about that one. Good to see, though, all the drivers have their engines all working today.
That is
Good
good.
to see.
Everyone in the bottom 12 downwards are starting on the softs. They chose to start on the softs. And except for Burr, who is starting on the mediums. But we've got the top 7 obviously starting on the super softs with, and 9 and 10 starting on the super softs, and Chill Drive obviously starting on the soft. So all 3 tyres used throughout this, so should be interesting. And it's great to see all of you guys watching this action as well.
Yeah, it's going to be Jolo leading the way from Herberto then. So Mercedes, McLaren, Mercedes, Toro Rosso, Renault. That's your top 5. Red Bull, Ferrari, Williams. I believe, is that a Williams there in P8? I think it might be.
No,
Yes,
that's
it is.
Williams in P8. No, that's a Force India of Chill Drive.
It's a Force India, not a Williams. Anyway, they're all lined up on the grid then, just waiting for the last couple of the cars, the Haas and the other cars as well. Ryan and Jay. Ryan Racer at the back as well as you'll bunt up then at the back. Let's get to those leaders then. Nerves are going to be settling then. Who is going to come on top then with 33 laps? And it's going to be those 5 lights in just a brief moment.
There we go.
And here they are then. 5 red lights before the drivers. And 3 are going to be racing. It's lights out, away we go. Everyone seems to get a good start. There's smoke billowing from the back. One of the Hasses aren't moving. But a good start from Joe. Herberto seems to be swamped here. Look at the Mercedes on the outside of Joe. He's going to go around the outside. Can he do it? A bit of contact there into turn number 1 and 2. Contact in the background, I think. His car's getting bumped up. Williams and Haas going off there in the background.
Ooh.
Good start, though, as you'll get bumped up in the background. Are we going to see cars off? Red Bull off there, I think. Gav Pig off in the background. But Herberto keeps the position there. But there's all melee are going off in the background here.
Gav just got a 10-second time penalty there for exceeding track limits, but I don't think, to be honest, he gained an advantage, so I don't know what happened with that. But
No. He was pointing backwards, but issues already there. He's got more carnage going up front here. We've got a Toro Rosso off the road there. That must be a Robo off the road. And they're all getting rather argy-bargy on this first lap here today. So everyone pushing their luck so far. But luckily, though, no one in the wall so far. So very fortunate stuff then. Everyone bunching up again down to the braking zone here. Cam, a good start from him, by the way, up into P11. So he's coming through the field there ahead of the Red Bull and Toro Rosso's there. So 3 Red Bull cars all sitting in a line. Let's see how long that lasts.
exactly, but I think the leader is doing well to pull the way through the field at the moment. And he's showing that he's about 1 second clear of Huberto at the moment. So he's definitely not letting the pressure get to him, which is good. It's good to see. Also, his teammate Jaco is even though he's a reserve drive, doing well as well. But I think
Chill drive around the outside here in turn 1. Have the inside here without the outside into turn number 3. That'll be brave on the soft tyres. The super soft tyre is going to be a little more grippy here around the outside. Can he do it? No, has to back off there. Still trying it low on the outside. Can't do it in the end. Has to back off in the long run there. So those tyres, not the temperature there on Chill Drive's car. Jack Lowe struggling a little bit there in that Renault. Back low. There's Nicolo in the Ferrari. He's just looking here at tasting his zips. Cam and Farfay going side by side into the hairpin on the exit. Now up the hill. There's only one of them's going to come out on top here, and it's going to be Cam up to P10. Side of his left. For him, yellow flags in sector 2. Someone's gone off down the back there, and it looks like that might be Red Bull.
oh, Nicolo's out, and we've seen a Renault lost it as well. Jack Tyler.
Great Scott.
So carnage already. We've seen.
They're all bunting up. Loads of cars going off. We've got a Mercedes off.
Oh, it's
Joe
Joe!
off the road. Joe's off.
Oh,
He's got a problem. He's lost his front wing. What has happened there to the race leader? He's lost the front wing. He's got no grip. He can't turn. What drama for your race leader on lap 2. He's been swamped down to the back. What drama have we got already?
That is absolutely crazy. Oh no, he's got a puncher as well, I think. Yeah. He is struggling like a hawk at the moment. Yes, he's going into the pits. So basically,
Rich in end.
he's first to last in one lap. Well, 3 laps. That is not good. But I think we see Rye Racer was battling as well with the Sauber there. Sauber's closing in onto Rye Racer quite closely indeed at the moment, which is very, very good to see coming forward. Rye Racer doing very well trying to catch up to Cam K. Due to the carnage, Cam K is up into 6th. We've got Gappy to see to try and make up some positions as well. He's closing up to SFR Chopper in the other Red Bull. Both Red Bulls fighting for position here in Spain. It's going to be shaping up to be close between those two. All looking very clean going into that bridge there. As DRS, I think it's going to be enabled. Gab Pig is going to get the slipstream, and he has made the move done. Very nicely done there. Textbook move.
That's a bit too wide, Low.
Yep, he's probably going to get a bit of track limits for that, but I don't know.
Oh, Rye Racer off. Toro Rosso off there. He's hit the wall and he's spun it on the curb. Front end's gone in, it looks like there, because look, the front left end plate off. He'll have to come in.
Yes,
He'll have to come in there. We won't be able to do that one. That's a slam dunk there. Ryan getting overtaken by Red Bull Lordy now, so everyone's going mental here. And look at Jaco now. He's only a 10th or 2 behind Roberto here. Chill Drive gets a 5-second time penalty. Off goes the Mercedes in P2. What is going on in this motor race?
Spain does definitely bring out some interesting calamities, I've got to say, just like in real life as well. Spain is one of those races where there's always good ones. Strategy does come into play here as well. And this ILR4 race is not disappointing either, with the order's changing like a car bonnet. Right?
Oh, down the inside goes Mistrum there. What a dive from that Red Bull. Mistrum came out of nowhere. It was almost like, well, something that doesn't... Ninja, I suppose. That's the word. A ninja. He was a ninja there. Attacking very much out of nowhere. That Red Bull struggling here under pressure now from the Williams of Rich. He might have a little pop up the inside if he's not careful. Doesn't decide to do it yet. But all these drivers here very close together as well. Up front though, 7/10 the gap between first and second. Opens up a little bit more now. Let's see though, not a lot of action going on between these groups of cars. All riding nose to tail. So he's down for pretty much 12 downwards nearly. It's all just going on in absolute carnage right now. In comes Chopper. So it looks like I mentioned he looked like he had trouble. In he comes. So he's better out of that strategy.
Yes, but Rich trying to gain, but Rich is definitely under pressure from the other Haas driver of J-Carty. J-Carty almost went a bit wide there, but he's going to try and see if he can make the move. Going into turn 1, he almost touched the other Williams there. That was very close from Red Bull Lordy and the other Williams there. He's in a Williams sandwich again going into this. So let's go on board with... Oh, no, not go on board with Rich. Let's go on board with J-Carty. Joe's just set the fastest lap there of the race, so even though he's had trouble...
Oh, contact, through, wide he goes, and the Red Bull there driving the Williams is trying to make the move. No, he can't do it on the inside there, And that Red Bull can't overtake him in the Williams. Sector 2 yellow flag. Someone's gone off there. And who's that who's made a mistake there? It can't be someone who's... Well, someone's gone off somewhere. I don't know where. The yellow flag's flying. Debris scattered down that straight, by the way. Somehow no safety car because of that.
I too couldn't really see what's
In comes the leader. In comes second. In comes third. In comes fourth.
This is where we start to see
Still
a lot of the
leads this
Supersofts.
race.
A lot of the Supersoft runners are pitting now. So we could see Robo. No, Robo's staying out. So he's deciding.
What's
No.
India 1-2?
Yeah.
How about that?
They are a formidable force. They won basically 3 out of the last 4 races. So far.
Cardi having another look up the inside of the Williams there in turn number 1. Can't get it on Rich again. He needs to dummy him, really. He wants to try and force him to go defensive, then dive him up the inside when he's inopportune here. You can see those soft tyres are not working. Dirtier as well. Remember, more that Rich can hold him up, more he's allowing his teammate to close up, but it also could also ruin his race because they're all getting held up here. My race, a fast lap so far as well. So everyone's getting rather bunched up right now there as well. Down the field, meanwhile, Joe and Richmond very close together there. My race, a 3-second time penalty to add to his miseries. Richmond under pressure here from that Mercedes. Let's see. Try on the outside. Let's see. Brave on the outside there. He's on the mediums though, that McLaren. Soft on the Mercedes. Not going to do it around there. No opportunity there in the background. Look at the Red Bulls there sitting nose to tail. They're wanting in this action. So Gaffney gets a 3-second time penalty. Lots of penalties, Jess, so far.
Yes, it is quite common for penalties around there. Especially usually about the penultimate few corners. That catches a lot of people out because of the steep gradient. It catches me out quite a lot. So if we see yellow flags in sector 3, that is what usually happens. Is that Roberto's going to see if he can try and catch up to, I think it's Ryan Berry, the other Sauber. Is he going to make the move going into turn 1? Stupid camera, couldn't really see the move down, unfortunately. They timed it very badly there. So just gone ball with Ryan, but I think Roberto's made the move done there. I'm sorry we couldn't see it, but here we go. Roberto's in P9. Which is good in the...
Joe under pressure in the background. Meanwhile, that McLaren is under real pressure. Joe going around the outside in turn number 1. Won't do it. That'll be squeezed off the road there if he's not careful. Off he goes. Contact. It was always going to happen there into the wall. And that there was inedible there. You could see that from a mile back. He went on the curb, speared into the side of that McLaren. Bada bing, bada boom, into the wall. And that is most certainly not the way that Mercedes wanted to point in turn 1. Now he's got 2019 aero on that car, and that will not do him anything good.
No. Joe is not having the best of race, unfortunately.
Look at Roberto here. There's a contact there, and that is Red Bull Lordy going off there. Past goes J. Cole here, so a bit of contact potentially there. Oh, he may have lost a bit of front wing, I think. I'll just see, because that front wing is black, and that doesn't really help a lot.
No. Doesn't help
in
at all.
Comes Robo, in comes Ritz, and they're all jumping in again then. Good exit here, meanwhile, from Jay here. Let's see in the Haas, trying to pass the Sauber. Straight past he goes, nothing can that Sauber do there. And the number 23, Blast past the number 15 without absolute anything really. It was like it wasn't there.
We have lots of other moves going on as well with the Ferrari under pressure from the Renault there.
Not from the Renault, and the Renault went straight through.
Yep, so Trench Gun up into P10, which is good. And we also got Huberto and Farf again, making a move to 69, I believe, Huberto. Number, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. Let's have a little look. Yeah, it is number 69 then.
J-Cole.
Number there gets very sideways. J-Cole, another penalty there. There's lots of penalties in this race. So from that 8, so for 33, it's coming quite quickly already. Nearly coming up to half through this race. Up the inside goes Huberto. They're late live. Can't do a lot there. Look at exit line. This will not end well. That's the back off there. Look at J-Cole now coming up.
Yes, we've got a battle with J-Cole and Farber at the back as well. So, four-way battle pretty much for 5th place. That is insane right now. So
this will not end well,
no, it won't. Because if it goes 4 wide, that will...
No, in comes Farf. He doesn't want it. He said no, but doesn't want any of it. Ah, he's lost his front wing.
In the pits, no, that is a bit of a shame. But he's been on
Huberto's going to come from J-Lo. Hey, look at Huberto having a look up the inside. Late breaking on the McLaren. Down the inside he goes. Has he got that car slowed down? Yes, he has. What a move here. Now look at J. Cole trying to swoop around the outside in turn number 2 and 3. Gets a cut back. Says, I'll go up the inside then. Thank you very much. Now the inside he goes. Nothing can the Haas do. He's lost 1 place. He's lost 2 places in the space of 3 corners.
Not good at all from that, but very good from J. Cole, who's still in P5 at the moment. Obviously, the 1-2 have Chill Drive still in the lead with his soft strategy. That's probably paying off, I think, at the moment for him.
Oh, come up the inside of Ryan here into the corner. There, has he got that through? Yes, he has.
Wow.
Up the inside goes Carl into one of the fastest corners in the circuit here. Is Ryan going to lunge one up the inside in frustration? No, he doesn't. Locks up. Big gap low to Rober as well now. 10 seconds. Leads guys there all very close together as well. My race, of course, down the field with Rich and Red Bull Lordy as well. So still the 2 Williams are together after all the melee that's been going on in this race. Right down the back low. Unfortunately, it's Joe. Spun around, of course, and your leader at the beginning of this race. Currently last. Bar 2 who have returned. That is Jack and Nicolo. We'll see him there. Remember, though, top 2 still yet to pit.
Now, I've just got some news, actually, because Jack had a lot of retirements. He decided to resign from the league just as he retired. So that means J. Cole, your reserve driver, is now being promoted to full-time. So he's now full-time driver from Monaco, which is next week. So just a bit of an update there. He's doing well in this race so far, J. Cole, so very well deserved from the Mercedes driver.
Ry race going off the road there in turn 2. Was he careful there? There's the other Williams. So the Williams are rather mugged the Toro Rosso off there. So a superior ability there. And nothing can Ry Racer do there. Very sideways on those super soft tyres, by the way. So it looks like he's struggling with heat, of course, getting caught by the Sauber of Bath as well. 2 stops meanwhile low for Joe. So a few drivers haven't stopped yet, and that is the top 3, 6th and 9th yet to stop. So your presumable net leader once everyone comes in will be Huberto here. He's got to get past Mr. Imlo. Let's see, good exit from the McLaren. That's Haas. Doesn't look like he can do a lot though. Look at the Mercedes in the background closing as well. Up the inside goes the McLaren. And let's see, I think the Mercedes says I'll have another one as well. Up the inside of the Haas as well. And that Haas has been royally mugged down that straight. Runs a bit wide goes the Mercedes. Might try around the outside. Nope. Bit of a don't try it move there. Can't do it either. So Haas is now running 5th and 6th so far in this race. Both yet to stop.
I've known Mr. Sim actually to do very well with managing his tyres. He did very well managing his tyres last race, so he is well known to push his tyres to the limit. So I won't be surprised if he pits later on in this race and possibly does a super soft stint to the end of this race. I'm calling that right now at the moment. But anyway, Chill Drive again, still yet to pit, but we've still got some battles to watch out for as well, as I think we got Red Bull Lordy in 15th, trying to see if he can make a move around the outside of the other Williams there, of Rich.
Oh, Nicolo out. Something's gone on there. Oh, he's left actually. My apologies.
No,
I didn't see that, but now there's something going on because Taylor flags and that is Y Racer off, so someone was off. Ned is Y Racer off the road there. He's hit the front wing again. That has gone from bad to worse for Y Racer. He's going off the road in turn 3, and this looks dire for the Toro Rosso driver.
His tyres look demolished.
Yeah, very much. There goes Joe straight through then. No grip, no front wing either. That's going to be a long old trek back to that pit then, I'm afraid. Red Bull still trying to get past Rick, by the way, so the Williams are battling here. In fact, they're hitting each other. Let's not do that, my friend. You don't hit each other. Rule run. Don't hit your teammate, even though your name's a Red Bull and you're driving a Williams. How that makes sense, no one knows. Slipstream, can he get past his teammate here? A little bit too far back, I think. That'd be audacious on his teammate to make a dive in turn 1. Doesn't do it. In fact, it's better of it. J. Carfilo closing up on Mr. Low, so the two passes very close together as well. So this could get a bit tasty between these two. Red Bull still trying to get through here. Trying to go around the outside here. Can he do that on the outside of turn 4? No, he can't. He's getting rather held up here, I think, Jess. Is he going to launch it up the inside? Oh, he does. Contact. Round goes the other Williams nearly, and that was a little bit naughty.
Yeah, it was. And we also got, I think, Jake
Williams
Carty
Civil War.
as well.
Yeah, he
Sorry
got past
for
his
interrupting,
teammate.
but
Trent's gun as well, look. Trent's gun now, right on the back of these two. He's pitted, so he needs to get through these cars ASAP. In comes Chill Drive then, so one of the Force India's in. And I feel Trent's gun's going to blast past Mistrim here. Remember, he's got DRS on Jake Harvey here. Let's see, like, not going to put up too much of a fight, I feel. Down the inside goes the Renault on one car. Can he get the other one soon? That's the question. Superior tyres on Trent's gun, of course. So that's what he can do. And now look at Cole coming through as well. So the Ferrari trying to pass now the Haas. I don't feel that'll be too hard to do either.
no, it won't, because Carl Mez is on fresher tyres than Mr. Sim. He's on 7 laps, whereas Mr. Sim is still on 12 lap used softs. So the one that's probably going to gain the advantage, that is Carl Mez as well. But I think we got Trench Gun closing up on the Haas of Jay Carty. He's on the same
I just noticed, by the way, Jess, Cam's gone off, by the way, because he's dropped from the lead now all the way down to third. So he's gone off somewhere. Down the inside goes that Renault, meanwhile. Like you mentioned, down the inside he goes. That'll be a spin. It is a spin. That was going to always happen. That was an audacious overtake to begin with. Let's be careful there, punting backwards. Gets himself a little bit awkward. Gets himself back on the road there eventually, and that'll drop him all the way down, almost out of the points there, down to P10. What a shame from him there, from running all the way up near P3. In comes Mr. Him, though. He's decided to bail out of it.
Yep, he's bailing out. He's decided his
Oh,
tyres
top
are
two, top two, top two. Look at them, they're battling here. J. Cole leads, I think. He's just done him around the outside. Yes, he has.
Wow.
Now this will change the championship.
Well, it does depend, because I don't think his points will count J. Cole for this race until Monaco. But I'm not entirely sure. But I will double check towards the end. I think it will only count for Monaco, but I think his teammate will count. So we shall see about that. But J. Cole and Uberta having a very good race so far. J. Cole definitely
Robo.
playing it to advantage as well.
Ryan, lock up there from the Sauber. A lot of action going on in this race. Good to see, by the way. Ritz and Mistrim together, meanwhile, down 14th and 15th. But we're looking at 7th and 8th battling here. First and second very close together as well. So who knows what's going to go in this race. Let's see, though. That McLaren, can he still close up of Roberto and pass J. Cole again? It's still an opportunity, though. That's a good exit through these last few corners, and it'll be a good opportunity.
But Roberto's
Yellow
on
flags, and who's
Howard.
that for? Sector 3, and I think that's Jake Carthy's gone off. He has gone off. Yeah, front wing, I think, damaged. Yes, it is. That'll be a pit stop again there for the drivers here. What is going on with these front wings today? Jake Carthy gets a 10-second time penalty. Well, that is absolutely ridiculous in my books. Absolutely ridiculous penalty.
It's that penultimate corner.
You've shot a man whilst he's down game.
It's that penultimate corner. It catches people out every time we've seen this race. We've seen Joe go off there. We've seen Ryan Racer. We've seen quite a lot of people. As I think Ryan Berry's going to the pits as well as Cam K as well.
Yep.
But I think
Everyone
that's
coming
planned.
in.
So we'll see. But
Trent's
meanwhile,
done and Robo together.
Yep, they're together
That's
as
what
well.
these two can do.
Yeah.
The bright yellow mustard Renault versus that dark blue, well, Red Bull, I suppose you could say. It's Red Bull. Trying to think of an analogy for that car. Can't really think of it. So Bumblebee versus Red Bull. Here we go then. Up front though, we've got a very, very bright orange Satsuma trying to chase down some very grey, very boring, dull livery car of a Mercedes. I don't like the Mercedes livery. Very grey. Grey doesn't always look good. Red looks good, and that orange looks beautiful. And I think, though, that McLaren's coming straight through on Jaco here. That's it. Down the inside he goes, pulls alongside. Hello, he says, I'm going for first. And through he goes. Can he get on the brakes? Yes, he can. The Mercedes says, I'll try to do it, but no, I can't do it. Has to back off on those mediums. And Roberto says, well, I'm going to run away now. And promptly goes off the circuit with them.
Roberto doing some great overtaking moves this race. Very proud of him. But we also got Trench Gun closing in on the Toro. Also going into turn 1. Looks like Trench Gun defending quite nicely from Robo there. Just nicely there. What a move from him. So Trench Gun keeping up position.
Cam passes Red Bull and yellow flags, and we've got Joe off. I think he's out of this race. He's retired or something. I'm not sure what's happened. He's left the session, so he's absolutely livid, it looks like, in that car.
Yep, he is disappointed with his performance. But hopefully he can recover next race. But Monaco next race is quite tricky, so... But
I expect lots of carnage there.
Yes.
Well, though, 10th in 8th position battling. That's Gavin Ritson. 3-second time penalty for Rye Racer again, so that's another penalty to add to his list. Let's keep an update on these top 2, though, because look, here's Jacob. This is where Roberto struggled last time round. And look, the DRS is so powerful on this circuit. I think we're going to have a chance to lead again here, Jess. Let's see, Slipstream. Here we go again. Nothing can that McLaren do with the Slipstream and DRS on full effect. And straight through goes Jaco again into the lead here. These guys are switching absolutely every lap now. This is great racing.
It is.
It most certainly is, isn't it?
Very impressed with these two, like I said. They are...
Oh, off goes the McLaren. I had to say they were switching positions. Off he goes into the gravel.
Oh,
and that may have been my fault. That's not gone well.
Commentator's curse right there, but we also got Gav Pig trying to make a move on the other McLaren of Ritson. He had to lose position there. Ritson all the way up into P7 right now. But we do have, I think, the other Red Bull closing in as well of SRR. But I did see a Toro Rosso, but no, it's Rye Racer being lapped at the moment. Jay Cartier.
Yeah, it is.
Improving on the top time at the moment. And someone said in the chat for us to keep an eye on the close battles. We are trying as much as we can. But I think we've got Rich, closing up to Farber at the moment. Rich is doing very well to get involved in the battles.
Massive tank slapper from Gav Pig there. He almost launched that car into the wall. That Toro Rosso almost died if that car went off there. These guys are pushing very hard. There's the other Red Bull. So I said 3 Red Bulls still in the line. They are still in the line, just one of them's lapped. Very Danny Kvyat-like there, getting replaced by his Max Verstappen. And in comes Alberto there. And that's an early pit stop there, getting off those medium tyres there. So has he got damage on those tyres? Was it the soft?
It was soft. He's doing a 2-stop strategy.
Yeah, so audacious strategy. That'll drop him very close to his teammate here, Ritson. Very close there with Roberto in turn 1. The 2 McLarens. There they are. Say hello to them. One of my favourite cars. In comes Gavpig as well. So he's bailed out of that strategy. Roberto and Ritson now running nose to tail, 6th and 7th. Though I imagine Ritson's going to the end, is he not?
I think he is. But I wonder how long these medium tyres are going to last for. But we'll have to wait and see. These are longest.
2nd and 3rd.
Medium tyres. Yeah, 2nd and 3rd.
Getting close
Carl
here.
Metz having went a little bit wide, but not quite wide at the moment. As I think Chill Drivers was trying to make a move there as well in the Force India. He really wants to gain another podium. It will be his 3rd podium in a row for the Force India driver.
Yeah. Let's see. His teammate low, right down in 10th position, so not having the best luck here. Let's see. Carl gets a bad exit there. A bit of a slowdown there from Chill there. That looked a little bit odd in my books there. Let's see though. Is he close enough to try and make a dive in turn number 1? DRS. And the ERS on full deployment. I think it's a little bit too far back, I'm afraid, there. Unless he wants to do some mad magic and try up the inside. J. Colo pulling away now by quite a confident margin. I believe he'll go to the end of this race as well.
Yeah, I think so as well. He's got the pace to do it, I think, in these medium tyres. He is not struggling
Rebel Lordian.
But Rich goes to the
drop
pits.
behind his teammate.
Red Bull Lordy's in the pits as well. So quite a lot of people going
Ray Racer, meanwhile, 4 stops. He's not having the best of the day, has he? Mr. him going sideways with Cam. Everyone's very sideways in this race, I believe.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Still drive. Still trying to get past Carl here. Let's see, can he do it up the hill? Over the crest, far away. And let's see if he's going to try and come to play in that bright pink, very beautiful car. Let's see. Can he do anything? No, he can't. Not careful on those curbs again. We've seen that cloud starting to roll over here around this circuit now, so potentially getting a bit cooler now. Halfway through this race, give or take. Minus a few little corners. Let's see, and I think Chill Drive might get Cole here down the straight. It looks very good. Runs wide. Let's see, slipstream time, and I feel Cole cannot do anything. He'll pull to the inside to cover him off. Look at the false Indy there. He's going to blast past him here on the outside. It'll be difficult on the outside. Let's see, can he do it around the outside? Almost contact the Ferrari. Unlike a certain Sebastian Vettel, can go side by side of another car without spinning. And well, P3 drops down a position, but that's still okay for him. Look, P3, now his car trim is going to be 6 seconds behind him. So can Carl on those medium tyres keep it to the end? Potentially.
We shall
Can
see.
Mistrin battling here in turn 3. Let's see, Cam down the inside of turn 3. Let's see, does he get the move finally? Yes, he does. So one Force India passes a Ferrari, one Force India passes a Haas, which is pretty much a Ferrari. Everything's running so smoothly. And Herberto and Robo together as well. A lot of action going on. Love it.
That's why I like commentating, Evil. There's loads of action going on in some of these tracks, which is great to see. And they've come a long way since they first started back in Australia. Most of them weren't new to league racing, I've got to admit, and they all seem to be doing very well, coping with these conditions. I think Roberto's going to see if he can try and make a move on Robo.
Yeah, he'll do him down the straight. He'll do him down there straight easily. Let's see, get a good exit here. Might do him for the straight. As I slowly cough and die a painful death. Slipstream? Let's see. Now, is he going to go to the left? Yes, he is going to go to the left. If he goes to the right, he's going to be in a wall. Round the outside he goes. He's got the position done. Yes, he has. A little bit OP, this DRS and Slipstream, in my opinion. It's not. I don't really like how OP it is around this circuit.
No.
A bit too much. Ritton is in the pit lane, meanwhile, in the McLaren. So he'll drop behind a few cars. He'll come out. Where will he come out? He'll come out, I think, round Ryan here. Just about. Yeah, let's see where Ryan is here. He might just get him here potentially. No, he's a little bit too far back.
Yeah. As, I think my race has pretty much been lapped by everyone at the moment. But I'm not entirely sure. But so far...
Oh, Jay off the road. That's Jay Carthy off in the last corner. And no, he's not been lapped by everyone. He's currently on lap 21.
Oh, right.
And, yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry about that.
I think. No, he's on lap 20. Yeah, he is still on lap 21. I don't know. Well, he's been lapped by 13th.
Yeah, as Carmed's in the pits. He decided enough's enough with those tyres. Now that's interesting. I thought he was going to go for a
Ryan
one-stop.
gets a penalty.
Yeah.
Hey, you'd imagine he'll go for a one-stop, but maybe those tyres couldn't do it. Gone on the softs, good stop there from the Ferrari. Doesn't make any problems there. There's a penalty there for Red Bull Lordy. I'm going to have to check how many people have penalties right now.
Yes, so I can't check because otherwise it will interrupt the stream. So...
Oh my god.
Is there quite a lot? As I think Carmed is going to go behind...
Yes.
Rich, I think? Nope, he's gone behind the Haas of Mr. Stim. So that's where he joins. But he's going to try and close in on newer tyres. Meanwhile, Evil's got the list of penalties. There's quite a lot, aren't they?
Yeah, that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Not going to say how many there is, but I can tell you it takes about 10 seconds to scroll through them.
Jesus.
There's quite a lot of penalties. So, this circuit, though, I'll credit where credit due, is the worst offender on penalty. The best offender on not getting penalties is Monaco, because you cut a corner around Monaco, because otherwise you'll end up in a wall.
Oh, and then the Ferrari of Carmed has got the DRS open. He's going to see if he can try and make the move around Mr. Stim. Oh, there was a bit of contact. Mr. Stim getting a time penalty there, but Carmed...
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yep, so Carmed's up to P8 with his newer tyres, which probably helps in there. So he's in.
Trent's gone in.
Yep, Trent's gone.
He's bailed out there on the those tyres. So in he comes, slows it down there, goes the Renault. Tyres go off, those horrible mediums go off, those bright yellow soft tyres go on. And away he goes. So the Renault, now in his favourite tyres, of having a bit of yellow on its tyres.
Yellow
Lovely.
banana. But no, that's McLaren.
The yellow banana. Yeah, the Bumblebee banana.
Yeah, we'll call
I would say it
that.
was a banana. The banana's gone a bit mouldy because it's got black on it, so I don't really think that's a very good banana. But anyway.
Trench gun, I think, goes behind Mr. Stim again.
Yep, does do so. 6 seconds.
Oh, we got
Set
yellow
a free yellow flag, and
flag.
that's Red Bull Lordy. I think no, that's Jay Carthy off the road. My apologies. There, so Jay Carthy has lost that front wing again, so more trouble there, and I think he's hit the wall again nearly.
Oh yes, he has. He has. He's struggling quite a lot. No damage here, I don't think. Oh, he's got to be careful with his penalties, otherwise he'll get a massive black flag.
Yep, and he comes. The penalties are being very vicious.
Jay
Oh, he's hit the wall! Oh, God!
I just missed that. I can't believe it. I missed a... Sorry about that, but that must have been a massive shunt.
He just went straight on. He couldn't stop the car. He's crashed into the wall, and out goes Jay Carthy. Well, my goodness. And Robocop's been overtaken by the chopper. In he comes, actually. Well,
Jay Carl's just
drama,
gone out of
and
the pit.
surprisingly no safety car. Just have you got the safety car on or off? I'm not too certain.
It's on, because I think we did have a safety car. I think it was in... no, it was in Baku. We had the safety car quite a few times in Baku, not gonna lie, which is not really that surprising.
How do we not have a safety car then? That car was obliterated by that pit wall.
I thought there would be a virtual safety car, in fact, but hey ho.
Never mind then. Apparently decide they do not want to be with us then.
The stewards...
10 laps to go here in the Circuit de Catalunya, of course, in the province of Catalan. Great place, Barcelona as well. So do come visit here, by the way. It's a beautiful circuit. I've never been here. Do recommend going seeing those 2D buildings in the background that the game's showing. I don't think they're 2D in real life. They might be 2D. Not too certain. Could they be 2D? Who knows?
I don't know, but we shall say. As let's see
Gap penalty.
Let's see what other battles we've got. I think we've got Robo Pig and Gap Pig.
Yep. Robo trying down the inside, so that robotic Jeep can't get past that Gav Pig. Now let's see, Luke. Try up the inside. Still can't do it. That's it behind there. I'm just up a little bit wide though. These guys catching up here to Richard. Lots of R's in the space of about a few hundred meters.
Yeah.
Good exit here from the Toro Rosso, and I feel the Red Bull is going to be swamped here. Does do so. Let's see. It's not over yet, though. The Red Bull can still try up the inside. No, can't do it. Has to back off. Gappy now down to 12. Robo up to 11. Can he go chase down Rich and P10 potentially? I think so.
It's Rich and P10, not Ritson.
Yeah, Rich.
Oh.
Ritson's in P9. My apologies. I'm getting confused. Lots of R's. Too many R's in the space of too little time.
Positions, pretty much. But yeah. I think one person that was also doing very well is Cam K in the Force India. Who's doing very well.
Up to P5 now.
Yeah, he is 1.6 seconds behind Chopper, so... And he is gaining quite a lot, so you could see a battle brewing in the next few laps between those two, I think. But right now...
Well, I mentioned Robo when it's past Rich here. But he's gone down the inside of the Williams. Has he got the move? Yes, he has. So now, Robo ahead of Ritson, now going to chase down Ritson. And if you're getting confused like I am, don't worry, because if Gav Pig gets overtaken by Ryan, there'll be lots of R's in the space of lots of places.
Exactly. So, 4 R's. There's
Chopper in, well...
Pit, so we won't see a battle brewing
Super
between
soft.
them.
He'll come out, by the way, he'll come out behind Ritz, I think. It might come up behind Gav Pig, actually, as well. This has not gone well for the Red Bull here. He'll drop behind his teammate.
Let's see.
Who's now challenging the Williams.
Yeah. There's Gav Pig.
Robo Jeep pulling away as well.
Yep, he is pulling away from
Next
that
stop,
field.
Ritson.
He could possibly
Now,
catch up.
potentially, if he gets that, he could get P6 here in this race if he really has the pace here, because Mistrim's not going that fast on that one stop. He's really dropping time to Trent's gun now. And then Ritson closing up as well. Then Robo, who is catching up. Rich, who's trying to keep with him here, but under pressure from Gav Pig. And then comes his teammate, the Chopper, who's going to try and chop this field up into small edible chunks.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if they could go up. But right now, Carmed's in the Ferrari. is going to see if he can try and catch up to the Force India with his newer tyres. He can possibly do it, you know. He's got the pace. He's doing very well. He's got the DRS open. He's a bit too further back at the moment with Cam K.
Yeah, he'll come through here. He'll have to go defensive here, Jess. Look, he'll go defensive here. He'll have to do a dummy here. He'll have to try and do a dummy here. Try and go on the outside, look. Try on the brakes around the outside. Has he got the position done? Let's see. Want to be careful here on the exit, look. Has he got the position done? Yes, he has. As the Force India goes absolutely wayward there and completely sideways there. In the background, Gav has overtaken Richard. Looks like finally there in the position there for 10th and 11th. So Gav big up now positions as well. What an overtake there. Oh dear.
What have you seen?
Gav Pig's now got a penalty because of that. Well, okay. Penalties. Do your job. Go home, you're drunk.
Well,
He didn't even go off the circuit, but Jacob and Herberto here meanwhile. Just noticed that. So Herberto under pressure here. He could lose that P2 here. As Chopper gets a 3-second time penalty.
what are these drivers
Penalty
doing
galore.
to gain penalties? They just got to be more careful around here. Not exceeding track limits. That's the key thing here. But right now, Jake holding ever so well in the Mercedes.
He'll blast it.
He's going to do it. He's going to see if he can try and make a dive bomb.
No, nothing he can do there. Not even putting up a fight.
Easily done.
Absolutely ridiculous here. I mean, this DRS here, it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's just taking all of the effort out of the drivers here. Wasn't even a fight in my books.
No, it was just an easy pass. There and there. Good job to J. Carl. His next stop now is Chill Drive. This could be... I think it'll be close because Chill Drive is still on old tyres and all
Oh
Rich is having
dear,
trouble.
we've got a car off somewhere and it's Racer out of the race.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, that's a huge accident.
That is because we do see people...
Both the rear wheels and front wheels are gone. That car's been over, I think.
Yeah, there's people throughout the start-finish straight were trying to avoid him there. Especially Red Bull Audi.
And here goes the Renault. They're trying to pass the Haas, but can't do it. And this is getting absolutely fantastic overtaking action here today. Let's see, can he try here? There on the brakes. Has to back off there. A mistrip is only going to be a matter of time, I feel. Let's see. Tries it one way, tries it the other. Can he get an exit? Let's see. Well, we're currently on that 29, 33 to go. And let's see though, nice slipstream, runs wide in the Renault. Tries to get a good exit, but can't do it. Drops a load of time there. And that Haas, has bolted away.
And he's on a set of mediums as well, who's on 15 old lap tyres. Now, I do have a question in the chat that probably Evil can answer because I can't chat. Does Chill Drive have a time penalty?
Does Chill Drive have a time penalty? Let's have a look.
And
has Chill Drive got a penalty?
And does J-Cole have a time penalty? Or does any of these, the leading bunch, have time penalties?
Chill Driver has a warning.
Oh.
Multiple warning. Yeah, 3-second time penalty.
And so does J-Cole as well, I think. I do remember J-Cole getting a time penalty.
Let's have a little look. Let's look.
So, it'll probably be even Stevens, I think, for those two.
3 seconds, both.
Yeah,
looks like.
So it'll stay as it is. But as I was saying that, Chill Drive just got a time penalty again. So, it won't stay the same. But I think the Renault's just made the move on the Haas. I think no, he hasn't.
Did do it around the outside. Was just trying to look at the background, but couldn't do it. Round he goes. But Bertrand might win this race, but I think he's got a penalty as well. So everyone's got penalties here today. I just don't know who's going to win this race. Well, I can tell you one thing. That's track limits there from the McLaren. And I'm surprised that won't be a penalty coming his way as well.
Might be a warning. But I was just going to
He
say...
doesn't do any more of that.
Another track that's also the worst for getting penalties, it's USA by a country mile.
Yeah, but it is a country mile. Of course, it is in the countryside of, well, every circuit's in the country. Apart from everyone ever is in the city. It's supposed to be in the countryside, it's in the middle of the city too. Yeah. Anyway, Alberto trying to close down that Mercedes. And then he's on the challenge here to try and pass the Force India, who makes a mistake over the crest there. So does the Mercedes, and now there's the McLaren. So everyone's going sideways again. They're just losing their heads here.
Yeah. Childrive's doing very well to manage these medium tyres for as long as he did. You've got to be careful he doesn't get punched though. Gapig getting another 3-second time penalty.
Oh, yellow flags and cut a car off.
Wait a minute, that might... Oh, that's the Force India of
Oh,
Cam K!
Cam!
That's the Force India of Cam K.
Who almost was side-podded there. That could have been an absolutely simply horrendous accident. Thank goodness for the invisibility of the thing. Oh, well, I said Roberto could win this race without a penalty. Well, he's gone and blown it now.
That's
penalty for him as well. Everyone's got penalties. This is absolutely drama.
Has Carmes got a penalty? Actually, no, that won't work because he's still further back. Don't worry.
Well, he could still win. I don't know how many penalties each driver's got. They might have 6-7 seconds here. And you just do not know how much the penalties are.
Unfortunately, I think the race is going to be decided on penalties, which will be a bit of a shame. So they will be cross the line on track, but obviously they may not win. So that'll be a bit of a shame, I think.
Alberto closing ever so more, and the gap up front now 2 seconds. It was 5, now it's 2. In the space of 2 laps. 2 to go. This could be very, very, very close. As they come through. They've got that traffic coming around the last couple of corners. Well, off goes the McLaren again. Might get himself another penalty here, and this has gone from bad to worse here. Lots of drama, lots of trouble here. Gapig gets a penalty. Everyone's got the penalty. It's like one of those things. Penalty for you. Penalty for you. And you as well.
And you, and you, and you, and you. Yes. So we've got a few more laps to go. And still got 15 runners in this race, so that is good news. But it's bad news for the ones that retired, obviously. Nicolo and Jack Tyler, unfortunately, didn't make it past the lap. So... Oh, we got yellow flag.
And that's Gapig off.
Yeah, that's Gapig.
I think it might be Gapig. Looks like it.
Oh, he's gone a bit wide, but not quite a lot. Oh no, it might be Ryan Berry. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know.
We didn't see. We didn't see. We shall see. Chill Driver's definitely got to pull away by 2 or 3 seconds to make sure he doesn't avoid that. But he's got 2 penalties. Oh, Gapig's out!
Gapig's out! Well, I mean... Oh, he's back in the wall. That's a huge shot there. The rear tyre is let go.
Where was that? Was that sector 3?
Sector 1. He's backed off into turn 1. He's hit that wall, so he's lost it on the curb, or he's been collected there. Last lap for your leader, though. Chill Drive's got nerves down his spine here. Are those tyres going to survive?
We shall see for that, as Chill Drive has done very well to manage his tyres. But I honestly don't know, due to these penalties, who's going to win. So I can say Chill Drive could win, but I don't... Always certain, I don't think Chill Drive's going to win, because he's got 2 penalties. But J. Cole might have another penalty, I don't know. But it will be decided on the line, of course. But the penalties might get contested towards the final. To the stewards. Oh, we got another yellow flag.
Flags.
That's, I think, no. I don't know.
No idea.
Let's keep saying yellow flags. Oh, Ritson just got another time penalty. What is going on with time penalties today? Deary me.
But through comes the last sector either way for your leader. On circuit with penalties we do not know. But here he comes then. He has 3 corners to go. Run right-hander. 1 left, 1 right, and then 1 more right. Through he comes then. Left, right, and right again then. The tyres look like it's just going to hold up. They just look like they're ready to go. But Chill Drive wins the Spanish Grand Prix. J. Cole finished P1. He's done in Herberto P2.
Yep, due to the...
By 95 thousandths.
Wow. That is penalties for you. So that means J. Cole has won. Due to the fact that he had less penalties than everyone else. Carmes comes across the line.
Cole finished P4. Trent's gone P5. Mr. will finish P6 then. He comes across the line. They had a Ritson just about. Cam P8. jumps up to P7. Robo looks like he'll finish in P9. Across the line comes Robo, P9 from him. Chopper, P10. Ritz going to finish P10. Chopper will finish P11. Ryan comes through the last corner. He'll finish P12, potentially. P12. Faf will finish P13. And in last position will be the Red Bull in the Williams.
What a good race it was, Evil. So much action.
It most certainly was.
It'll be interesting to see how the drivers feel when we get the interviews in a second, but we shall see. As we get the podium in a second with our celebrations as the Mercedes of J. Carl has stopped the Force India getting a third podium of the series. So, well done to him. And also, Roberto for getting second there. So this could change the championship ever so slightly. So we've got a British person on the podium, a Welsh, and I think we've got another British. So on all British 1, 2, 3 here. So.
Oh, that is controversial there, saying that.
Sorry.
Oh, some Welsh people aren't going to be happy there.
Sorry about that. But anyway, standings, Evil Dragon, take it away.
Well, J. Cole wins this race led from Roberto. Chill Drive will finish in P3, so those are the top 3. In terms of the standings, Lo, it is a good race from Roberto. He opens up that championship margin now to 10 points. J. Cole, though, up to P2 of the championship now with 45 points, passing Jake Harvey, who now drops down a few positions as well to P3. Trent's gone, only sitting behind there with Cam, Richard and Cole in 6th and 7th. Rich, Mistrom and Jack is going to be in the top 10. Everyone up down to P16 have points as well. So good showing that 16 drivers have points already.
Yeah. So we are going to invite, I think, J. Cole, Chill Drive and Uberto to the party, I think. If we can invite them.
Right. Now I have to try and find their names. This may take a while to spell their names.
Or you could just go on view profile on the lobby.
Yeah, that might work. So
that
who
worked
am I
last
inviting?
week. I'm not going to try it this week because I'll stay in this for now. But whilst he will try and find a person to interview, I quite enjoyed that race.
Right, please wait.
Yeah.
Right. Still please waiting.
Oh. That's going to take a while. But anyway.
I'm not friends with him. I can't add him to parties, apparently.
Right. But a lot of people in the chat are very pleased that J. Cole has won. They're going, woo. Someone said giving a knighthood. That's interesting.
Give him a knighthood.
Yeah.
Right. I'll go and message the Queen. Right. At Royal Majesty.
Right, I'm going to see if I can invite them. I'm just going to change scenes ever so slightly. So, here we go. Right, let's see what we could do. So, I think I have all 3 of them added, I think. Party set. I can't invite anybody. That's odd. I think only you can.
Well, this could be awkward.
Yeah, because I can... Oh, wait. Suggest players. This might work.
Suggest them to me.
So we have Chill Drive. We have... Do I have J. Cole added? No, I don't. I do have Chill Drive. And do I have... Oh, no, I've added the wrong person. I need to add his TS1, I think.
This is why interviews are such a difficult thing.
It is quite difficult, actually. So we need to get J. Cole, we need to get who? I definitely have Roberto, I think. No, I don't. I'm not doing very well either. Right, let's go back to the lobby a second. Hold on. It does take a while. To be honest, I should have literally added them before. But I'll definitely get our winner up anyway. Let's see.
Meanwhile, Fernando Alonso has just posted 1 million laughing emojis on Twitter. So I shall respond with 1 million laughing emojis.
I've just suggested a player, by the way.
Reviews of just a layer. There he is.
Yep, and I think we need chill drive as well. And Huberto. So we'll try and get those up. And final person. Huberto, where are ya? Right there. Right. So let's see who we have in the party. Can you check, Evil?
We have 2 of our podium drivers. I hope.
We have our race winner anyway.
We have our race winner. This is good news.
Shall we speak to him first? So, J. Cole then, are you there?
I am.
Well done on your race win. Obviously, due to the penalties that caused you to do the win there. How do you feel after your performance in Spain now? Especially since you will be racing quite a lot more this season. So, that's definitely a good start to your season.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. I've firstly just got to say, well played to Huberto as well. He done a really good drive as well. It was difficult getting past you at some points, but managed to do it in the end. And I won it on penalties, but I wanted to try and win it on track, but you can't get them all. But I'll take it from penalties anyway. So yeah, good race overall. Yeah, exactly. Good race overall. Managed to make the 2-stop work, and yeah, went well.
Yeah, you seem to do very well with the strategy. What made you do the 2-stop?
Originally was going to go with the 1-stop, and then I saw how far down I was in qualifying, so I went with the supers in the end.
Good shout. That definitely paid off. And I do have a question for someone in the chat actually. From does it feel easier racing in a league where you're not overshadowed by your teammate at all? Good
old Mr. Harry Larkin.
Yep.
Yes, it does. A lot easier. But yeah, no, I managed to get a race win, you know, and a full-time seat, so I'm happy with it.
Yes, and what car will you be racing? Will you be racing Mercedes or will you be racing something else?
I am honestly not too sure. I honestly don't mind whatever car I take. I'll just try and win with that.
So we will find out next week, of course. So we'll find out as soon as possible, really. But you'll find out next week. Here's Huberto in the party.
Yep.
I'll let Eva interview P2.
Sorry. This will not go well. Right. Well done. Congratulations. Don't know what to say. I wasn't prepared for this. Back to you, Jess. I'm not good at interviewing.
Oh God. Anyway, well done on P2 there. On your performance there. Tell me how you think that went in terms of strategy, because you were involved in a lot of battles there. Did you have trouble with those battles, or did you manage to cope with that a little bit? Because you were flying out there on track.
Yeah, I would say qualifying went better than expected. I honestly didn't expect to get that out. And then at the start, I had a good start. Obviously, unlucky with what's his name, crashing out at the beginning, whoever was first. And then I think I went on the wrong strategy. I think I should have gone primes first instead of going on to the softs to the end like J. Cole did. I think that cost me because I struggled overtaking. Because when I overtook some of the midfield, getting back up to the top, J. Cole was just following up on that. But no, overall he was more consistent and he deserved the win. And yeah, it was quite unlucky because I got my penalty, corner cutting penalty on lap 31 or 30. And it was draining. It was so draining. But overall it was a good race and thoroughly enjoyed it. Congrats to J. Cole.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to be enjoying the race, as I'm seeing in the chat right now, which is good. Good to see as well. And that must be doing very well in the championship, because obviously you won in Australia. And is that your second podium, I think? of the season, or did you? Get
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite chuffed. I wasn't expecting one this season.
Yeah, so you're already exceeding your expectations. Are you planning to get more?
I mean, if I can get any more, it's great, but I'm not really expecting it. There's people who are too consistent, too quick. I'm just there, you know.
And
Do
what
my
about
thing.
Monaco? Are you confident on Monaco or not?
No. If I last 10 laps, I'll be happy.
Yes, and well done on your PT there, and keep up the good work. And finally,
you.
Chill Drive. You won on circuit, but due to the penalties, that dropped you down to P3. But a great result for you managing your tyres up until the end of the race for your mediums there. That must have been absolutely insane. How did you feel? How do you think that race went for you?
It was quite a boring race, to be honest. I didn't really have many battles apart from the start. I got a second penalty on like lap 29, which cost me the win, which was a bit annoying. But the race, it was just about conserving the tyres and getting to the end, really. Not much happening.
Yeah, because you were mainly at the front for most of it, weren't you? Because you decided to do the soft strategy for soft strategy?
Soft to mediums.
Yeah. Was that why you decided to back off a bit in qualifying, or have you planned it all along to do a soft to medium strategy?
Yeah, I was always going to do the soft medium. I went out at the start of quali on the super softs and just did some practice laps to get warmed up, and then went out on the softs later on.
That was a good idea, I've got to say. But yeah, I think you were the only one that started on the softs, so that probably paid off for you a little bit, didn't it? But you did trying to try and avoiding the carnage as well in the start. What was going through your mind at that point, seeing loads of people carnage in front of you, and then you're trying to avoid it?
Well, I think it was lap 2. I don't know what corner it was, but one of the Renaults was in front of me, and they pretty much went sideways across the track, and I literally had to stop on the track to avoid it. So it was very hard to get through it all.
It was difficult, but you guys, I think, managed to do it. I think that's all we have questions-wise, unless we have any in the chat. No, we don't, unless Harry has another question, which I doubt it. But like I usually do with interviews, the last question is to sum up your race. Give us one word to sum up your race, starting with J-Car, our race winner.
Overall, it was quite a tight race. Obviously, again, glad I won it. And looking forward to the rest of the season.
One word.
Oh. Competitive.
Okay, that's a nice one. Huberto?
I'm going with inconsistent to describe my driving.
Aww. And I can probably guess what Chill Drive is going to be, but say it anyway.
Conservative.
Ooh, wasn't expecting that. But there we go. Excuse me, I got a bad cough. That's just happened towards the end. But anyway, any last words from Evil before we end the stream? Because it was a good race, wasn't it?
Carnage. Lots of carnage. Excitement, drama. I realised I Murrayismed my way in one point of that. May have done that a few times. Commentators, curses, the lot.
I think
Great
you were
racing.
the ones that caused most of them today, not me. So, woohoo!
Yeah, I always cause them. It's my habit.
I cause them when it's just me. If it's just me in the commentary box, I'm prone to them. So, anyway, on that bombshell, we're going to end it there. Thank you to, obviously, my co-commentator Evil for joining me. He'll be back next week for the rest of the season, so it's great to have him on board. Also, thank you guys to people who are watching. The most people we had watching the stream was about 31 people. That was pretty good. So, thank you guys for taking up your time to watch the stream. And if you want to find out how the other tiers are done, check them out on the ILR channel. Watch back the ILR4 stream as well. Support our other tiers as well. See how they've gone as well. And also ILR5 and 6 went on during the evening as well. So make sure you check those out as well. But until next week for PS4, don't forget there will be Xbox tiers tomorrow at 7:30. So make sure you do check that out. But until next week for PS4, well, not PS4 because on Sunday there'll be action. But anyway, for our tier at least, I've been Jess Games 95. Evil has been Evil Dragon XXL, and we will see you next week. Ta-ra!